Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime series on RVerTV. In this one here, we are leaving Bowman, Dispute View Campground. Spent the night. Gonna make a really cool trip today up through Regent. And it's also called the Enchanted Highway in North Dakota. Go figure. We're gonna see iconic, huge statues, artwork, all kinds of cool stuff. It's about 70 miles from here. I got to pick up a little fuel, top off, then we'll get the show on the road. This is the second video of a 3-part series on North Dakota. So sit back, get ready, and the journey starts now. It's early morning. About 5:30, sun's just popping up. Had a couple storms overnight, mainly thunder, a few low showers. I need to top off with some fuel, and then we're gonna do about a 70-mile trip up to Regent, North Dakota. Then we're gonna go up the Enchanted Highway. Well, I even grabbed a cup of coffee. Gotta have my coffee in the morning. Usually about 1 cup, 2. Then I'm done. Make a left here. We're gonna cut through Bowman itself, a little downtown. This is a small town. This is not a huge town. All these Dakota towns are few and far between. Big in agriculture, oil. There's oil wells everywhere. I could live here except for the winters are so harsh. Oh my goodness. That wind blows and it gets really, really cold here. I explored around here several years ago. That little museum, pretty cool. But I want to go up and see that Enchanted Highway. Kind of timing it out. So time I get up there, 70 miles, it's a little over an hour to get up there. The sun should be just at the perfect angle, so we'll have really great sunshine to shine on those sculptures and statues. Should get some really clear video of it, like I pre-planned it. I did. All right, let's get rolling here. Right out here at the edge of town, they got an airplane on a pole. Not sure why. It's like a trucking outfit. Little old bridge, that kind of thing. Right there. There's the trucks. There's the airplane, huh? And some windmills. Pretty cool. All right, to Regent we go. made it. Welcome to Regent, North Dakota. This is just a tiny little town with some big time artwork, sculpture. I'm not even sure what to call them. A few years ago I came through here. It was super windy and it wasn't good weather like it is today. Isn't the sunshine perfect? This is going to work out great. But look at these things. This is actually a hotel down here. It's kind of home base for them. Big old dragon. I'll get out. We'll walk around a little bit. And this is only the start of it. So you got a dragon. That building in the back's an old schoolhouse. Water tower. It's like a big park here. And there's your knight with his sword and shield. It's just cool. And go figure, I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota. This road we're going to go up, and there's the hotel. They built that little front. Covers up the building. But you can stay here, come by car. Last time I was here, I seen license plates from all over the country driving this road. It's actually a marketing genius. If you want tourists to come, build it and they will come, huh? But there you go. Too cool for school. All right, buckle up. Here we go. We'll cruise town a minute. There's actually an RV park. Oh, I ought to show it to you. I'll show you the RV park. Kind of like a tiny little Mayberry. Everyone knows each other. Farm equipment, trucks, oil wells. Terrain sure is flat, isn't it? No mountains. Just rolling open fields and prairie. Okay, here is downtown Regent. Long ways from a bigger town as well, too. Dickinson. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop later. There's a big dinosaur museum there. Once we get through the Enchanted Highway. Just old brick buildings. Been here forever. Alright, make a right. I'll show you where they have RV hookups. Kind of like just a big open field with electric boxes. Right down here. Here they are. Got one rig sitting in there. I was too tired. I was gonna try to make it all the way up here yesterday, but decided to stay in Bowman. A little dumpster. I'm not sure what they charge. I think you pay at one of the stores up here. But there you go. It's RV friendly. Or you got the hotel. Stay right in it. Alright, here we go. It's probably around 30 miles to get up to I-94 is where they end. I think there's 6 or 7 locations with the sculptures. First one should be right up the road here. Alright, I see them. They're actually on Google Maps. This is like the Tin Man family or something. I got it programmed in the phone. Look at the size of them, huh? Well, we're gonna stop at each one, just check them out. What do you think? Heck yeah. What amazes me is the detail in something that size. What's their little billboard? They actually got a, looks like an app or something. There's the hotel being advertised. There's got to be a lot of history. There's, maybe that's the artist. But the detail in them, a lot of it's made out of wire mesh. So the wind blows through them. Because the winds here just scream. In the winter, I mean, these things are built to stay. Here's what's amazing to me. Look out there. It is nothing but agriculture fields, huge farms, ranches. I mean, this is North Dakota 101. Tiny communities, towns way apart. And you got, I'll call them world-class sculptures and statues. I mean, we've only started. There's more up the road. It's absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the neatest things I've seen in all my years of travel is these sculptures right along this Enchanted Highway. They grow everything out here. I've seen corn. Small trees though, huh? Just flat. But right off the interstate on the other end where we're going to end up, it'd be what, 40 minutes down, 40 back. If you just want to drive the road, check them out. Keep going down the highway. Bunch of silos right there. Those look new, huh? Sun's just now getting up there. Sure feel the heat though. Bet we get storms by this evening again. There it is on the right. This one's called the Teddy Roosevelt one. Looks like he's riding a horse. Cool. Look how they've mowed and harvested the grass out of the ditches there. Why not, huh? There's a sign for the hotel, the castle. All right, let's check these out. Alright, right up here's another set of them. Check the phone. Pheasants on the prairie. Them things are huge. I know I've said it before, but the detail on their metal work. My goodness. You know, the farmers, they must give up their property here for this. So if you really think about it, it's a whole community endeavor to showcase these, because it's over a 30-mile stretch of road. Someone's got to maintain them. I bet they get a lot of tourism out of this though here. Go figure. All right, let's check out the birds. The skin of the bird, or the feathers, that's actually wire mesh. Then they add the color to it to make it look like feathers. So the wind blows through these things. Yeah, a few years ago when I came through, it was not the best weather, super windy. This is working out good. I mean, in money, that's a lot of money in metal. That's some big bucks. Big old patch of trees there. Maybe there's a farmhouse back in there or something. I'll be darned. Or a windbreak maybe, huh? Cool. Well, we'll keep on trucking. There's more of them. So the question is, would you live out here year-round? Hunting, I'm sure there's little lakes you could fish. Four-wheel. Be North Dakota. There they are. This is the fish one. Fisherman's Dream is what this one's called. There's a bunch of them. Right across from them silos over there too. Wow, this one's huge. All kinds of birds flying around in there. All right, take a little walk. The birds are loving these things. They got nests in them. They don't like me though. Who is that guy walking around our nest? You can just see the detail. The fins, the eyes. They even decorated the stands they mounted on them. That's up there. They even got a boat. Fake water. Extremely well thought out. Amazing. I'm glad I came up here today. This is fun. All right, we're getting through them. I think the grasshopper ones are coming up next. Now they're starting to get stretched out. It's a few miles in between them. If you look up this road on Google Maps, you can kind of see, they are marked on Google. Each one of them are. We can see, kind of see how far apart some are. And these big farms, they are just huge. Big business. Oh, I remember these, the grasshoppers. Probably something a farmer don't want to see is a bunch of grasshoppers. They eat the plants, don't they? Wow, these things are huge. Well, we're going to see them all. Actually, there's not too much more. I don't think. One or two more sets of them. Corn's up. Corn's looking good. Well, those pieces sticking up, that's got to be 25, 30 feet in the air. I mean, wonder how long these have been around. They got to have been here for a while. And it's definitely more than one guy that made all this, I bet. Had to be sponsored somehow. Maybe that hotel back in town. But this is big bucks. Got the land. They got to come out and mow around them. All the green grass. Crazy, isn't it? There's picnic tables. You could day use this area. Talk about a kid-friendly place. Definitely. No, I know what I look like. That's scary. I took pictures of some nice ladies. They asked me if I wanted a picture. I said, nah, I know what I look like. I don't want a picture of me. Alright, according to the map here, should be a town coming up. Tiny town. I need to change out camera batteries, so we'll make a quick pit stop. Sure is green here too, huh? Not bad. It's almost August 1st. Heading down to Sturgis after this North Dakota run. Well, it's showing it on the maps, LaFour. And there's a church here. Looks like a few houses. Welcome to LaFour, North Dakota. Well, a few buildings. There's something there. That's cement. Ooh, historic. Okay. Well, let me park. I'll walk back to it. Looks like there was like a VFW or something here. Meeting hall. Big truck. All right, get parked. It's a block building. I couldn't read this sign over it. Remains of the LaFour State Bank. Wow. Check that. That must have been their vault. Now that's cool. And they saved it. Everything else is gone, but they got the vault here. There's a beer sign, so that must be like their community hall or something here. I can see a church steeple. I'll drive back in there. Those trees been here a long time. That always dates a town when you see the older trees. Because they've definitely been watered. They don't grow on their own around here. Ooh, there's a nice RV setup. Got a little windmill. You want to beat the heat? This is where you come to. We're not that far from Canada once you get up in North Dakota either. Yeah, that's an old building. Old roof. Could you live here? Heck yeah. Till November. Joking. Wow. Trees growing over top of the road. Here it is. Here's that church. That design in the brick is really something. What a gorgeous building, my goodness. Got the flowers out front. What a neat little town, LaFour, North Dakota. Dirt streets. No traffic lights. No stop signs. Just a few people in their little community here. Interesting. Alright, I think we got 2 more sets of the sculptures to find, statues. And we'll be up at I-94. Ah, here's a stop sign. We got one. More silos across the street. I bet growing season here is kind of short. So they're on it when they get the weather in the spring. I know they've had droughts around here before. My friends had told me about them that live up near Williston. Another grain truck. Well, it wouldn't be complete without seeing some deer. And they are huge. Look at the size of them things. An iron maze. Weeds are tall in it. There's the path. That'd be easy to follow, huh? Just follow the path. That's cool. That's a lot of guide wires on those to hold them up. Just that steel beam frame. Looks like a fence, huh? Jumping the fence. That's neat. Wow. Impressive. Alright. We're only about 4 miles from the interstate, and there'll be one more set right along the interstate. According to the phone here. More silos, my goodness. Trees, we haven't seen many trees. Check the phone. This is called Gladstone. Little community. Well, that was just perfect driving up through there. I'm glad I left early because we caught all the good sunshine. And no wind this time. It can get super windy here. Looks like they got a little park. There's our flagpoles. Little community park. The interstate should be right up here. I-94, the last one that crisscrosses before you get up to Canada. And the other set, I think it's more birds, eagles or something. Where's the entrance? I see it. All right. Geese. Geese in flight. That's what this one's called. And they have the road lined with poles with a bird on top of each one. Bet that biker's going down to Sturgis. Oh, there they are. Looks like they're on a net. Wow. Last set of them. Geese in flight. They look like it. And you could easily spot these right off I-94 here. Little town up the road. Actually, it's a pretty good sized town called Dickinson. I'm gonna spend the night there, and also there's a museum. I thought we still got a little time yet. It's early. I thought we'd go hit it. Big old hay rolls out there. Isn't this neat up here? Different world. I mean, you don't see this. Most people are used to cities and all that. But there's hundreds of these little poles with the birds on them. All the way up and down the road. Well, 94, that'll take you clear over into Montana to the west and probably Minnesota to the east. Cool beans. Well, let's head on into Dickinson and see if we can't find that museum. Then there's a KOA there for the night. Alright, I think I turned off too early. That's okay, we'll just cut through town. Because it showed the museum over by the interstate. So you're going to get the RVerTV scenic tour. First mistake all week. You believe it? Yeah, looks like a few businesses. The phones want me to make a right up here. Couple blocks. Pretty good sized town. It's probably where everyone comes to do their shopping. There's a Walmart here. I've seen that on the maps. Is this it? I think so. Oh yeah, here's Old Town, huh? Old brick buildings. Well, the Dakotas, I mean, that goes way back to the old settlers' days. 1800s. All kinds of history around here. Sure is pretty here with all the trees and green grass, though. Alright, looks like I'll just go through some residential area here. We'll find it. Look at that, street's closed. Alright, plan B, check phone. Alright, I'm on it. I have it all figured out. Sure you do. Let's go around it. Nice homes, huh? They're all kind of the same style. Alright, should have to make a left up here pretty quick. See, you wanted to see the residential area of Dickinson, didn't you? Alright, make a left. Look at this, I knew the whole time. Yeah, they're putting in water lines, sewer lines, something. So here's the other end of the closure. And that museum should be straight across the street. Yay! We made it. Heck yeah, here it is. Cool. See, the interstate's right here. Could have just jumped off. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed the special little tour. Dickinson Museum Center. Ratings on Google are through the roof on this. Supposed to have the real deal dinosaur skeletons. We're gonna go find out. Heck, I'm a dinosaur. I ought to stay here. Well, they charge you to get in, but they got the real deal here, they said. Some of those skeletons have been excavated around here. DAKOTA'S, South Dakota, that mammoth site way down there in South Dakota. I know Wyoming has them. Oh, look at this. Fluorescent rocks. Isn't that cool? You know, you can hunt that kind of stuff up on like Lake Superior with a blue light. Well, did you ever meet my cousin, Slim? Sorry, couldn't help it. This must be some of the real bones she was talking about. They probably have a lab here where they process this stuff. That one's laid out in the sand. This is a big building. This is not a small museum for this kind of stuff. Says July of 2009 it was discovered. The case of a Warwick duck. There it is. So they found this thing in 2009. Probably millions of years old. Who knows? Looks like they found quite a bit of it. That's tedious work. Don't they put it like in a cast before they pull it out of the ground? Like that, where they're extracting it from the rock. Interesting. I wouldn't have the patience for that. I'd last about hopefully an hour. Because they take them little tools and dig around this stuff. It's cool though how close you can get to this stuff. You know, that it's displayed very well. There's another real bone, dinosaur bone. It's still got the cast on it. That thing is really fractured. That's amazing how they can recover that stuff. Scrambled, fried, over easy. Wow, those eggs are huge. You can hear all them little kids. They're just having fun in here. Well, what's neat, you can just walk around, look down at this display. There's the babies hatching. And that one ought to be called Monday Morning. I don't want to go to work. Wow. Very, very real. I'm sure some of this has been, cast and fabricated to complete it. But I don't know. I think the one in South Dakota, that mammoth site, it's about the only other museum I've seen at this caliber where they have huge skeletons here. Well, what do we have back here? Old photos. So there's a different part to this museum. Part of the old town. Always enjoy looking at the old photos. Are any of them smiling? Nope. There's the old stores, restaurants, good old home cooking. Everyone's got their best clothes on to get their picture taken. All the ladies posing there, that's cool. Having their cup of tea. Oh, there's a piano. They don't make them like that anymore, huh? That is gorgeous. All the old woodwork. Baseball glove, that's old. Sports is a big deal up in these towns. Friday night football at the high school. Well, it looks like artifacts from back in their days here. That's some luggage for you. Thing be heavy. Player piano. More old photographs, posters. Army uniform. I haven't seen a bell yet. Most museums have a bell. A real fur coat. You'd need it up in the winter up around here. Well, neat. Old-time radios, TVs, record players. Croquet, anyone? Heck yeah. Ashtray to set by the couch. Oh man, just like going back to Grandma's house. Alright, well, I think I covered most of it. Neat stuff. If you want to see the real dinosaur bones and the way they display them, I'd say this thing's pretty much world class here. Wow, look at that. Just to spot something like that when it's embedded in the rock. Used to be a TV show called Dino Hunters. I always enjoyed watching it. It's not on anymore. Where they go out and pour the castings and extract all this out of the stone. Here's their lab. That's where they're processing this stuff. Oh, cool. All the machinery to lift them. Then extract them out of the plaster they put around them. That is tedious. Like I said earlier, I couldn't do that. Glad they're doing it.
Topographic map. Contour lines joined together points of the landscape that are the same height. It's just like I said, the lines are showing you the line. The line is showing you the markings of the land.
Well, head for the van. Go find that KOA campground. I definitely would recommend coming and seeing this. It's worth the money. Plus that little bonus in the back, their old local history. I wasn't expecting that. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for e-newsletter. Put one out twice a month now. In there you'll find articles, stories about travel, videos, pictures. Plus we got a merch shop. The Armchair Traveler series is out. Coffee mugs, hats, shirts, all kinds of cool stuff, which helps support the channel in future videos just like this one, exploring the Enchanted Highway in North Dakota. Then end up at a world-class dinosaur museum right here in Dickinson. Not bad, huh? Once again, it's RVerTV.tv. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for watching this once-in-a-lifetime video about exploring North Dakota. This is the part 2 of the 3 video series that was shot in August 2024. Bonus footage, never seen before. Next one coming up will be over at Theodore Roosevelt National Park in a town called Medora. It'll be epic. Journey continues. Talk soon.